We've been set a challenge to observe the super diversity within Sheffield. We have to produce an artefact. It could be a leaflet, it could be a film or anything. What we've produced is a kind of storybook. It was really good because the members of our group came from different departments, so they were able to bring in their expertise into it. So, for example, one of them brought in their artistic skills, one of them brought in their analytical skills, and it produced something which we all are very proud of.
Working in an interdisciplinary team is absolutely crucial for professional development. As a mechanical engineer, you have experience working with mechanical engineers, but once you get into the real world, you're working in huge teams with people from all different backgrounds, all different experiences, and you have to be able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of each individual and be able to work with those.
A couple of things that I think I will take away from this is being able to work in a diverse group, being able to research effectively, and being able to problem solve for a real issue in the world.
When you step out into a job, into the real world, there are a different set of skill sets that you need to understand. So communication, project management, that interaction with a client and your colleagues. So I'm hoping this challenge will give them a flavour of that, which will give them a greater understanding and a greater opportunity when they come to the real world to get a job, because they'll have some idea of what it's going to be like and how to behave.
We were set the task of looking at immigration in Sheffield. People in my group normally do quite essay-based questions, so a lot of the time we have people going, oh, should I do 1,000 words on this, should I do 1,000 words on that? And I'll say, no, do something you have never done before. Like, take this as an opportunity to try something new, and it did all work. Like, well, we won. It did work.
So even though these challenges are happening with first years, it's a great opportunity for them to start thinking about how they can use these skills in the future for the world of work. They may think it's a bit early to do that, but think they need to start building on their CVs now, and they might think about doing summer internships and things like that. So this will just give them the experience that they need when they go and apply for those.
Students are important to Sheffield. You know, 1 in 5 of our working age population, adult population, is a student at one of our 2 universities. And I think it's so important that they engage with the city that is their first home. And I hope that the challenge is going to help those of us who make decisions for the city see things from a new perspective.
I wish that there'd been something similar when I've been here as a student. Because when I was looking down the list, I thought, God, there are people I'd like to talk to even today. And I think that that's what it would be really, really valuable and taking away from today's event is just the sheer representation and amount of experience that's available to the students.
The opportunity that the Global Engineering Challenge gives you is massive if you're willing to get stuck in and get involved. It's like a microcosm of what you're going to be doing in the real world. Furthermore, when you go to your interviews, it's interesting, they will quiz you about it, so the better you do, the more you can talk about it, the more likely you are to be employed.
My favourite part of the Breaking Boundaries project was probably the creativity aspect of the video. As we're all scientists, we don't really get the chance to explore that side of us very much with lab work and lectures and all the content we have to get through.
So one of the main things I think everyone would have taken away from this is the research elements of it. Us being able to go into the community and talk to other members of the public, I think is really beneficial to everyone.
Being able to work with this team was actually such an incredible experience because we worked so well as a team. And I think winning took second place to that. That was, to me, the highlight of this whole thing.